Welcome back to another episode of Cocktails and Canine Conversations with Laurie and Maria. We're here today talking about something that a lot of pet parents ask us about, and that is, how do I pick the right new furry family member? Whether you're looking for a puppy or you're looking for an adult dog. So we're going to dig in a little bit to adding a new puppy to your house. Maria, as a trainer, you work with a lot of puppies.
Yeah, I do.
A lot of clients, a lot of puppies. What should people look for when they're selecting that new puppy?
So honestly, the number one thing is make sure you're ready. Mm-hmm. Make sure you're ready for a puppy. The whole family.
The whole family.
Whether you have young children, whether you're looking to expand your family, whether you're just going to be pregnant soon. There's a lot of things to consider. Puppies aren't toys. You know, they take a lot of work, and it takes a good couple of years till they get out of their puppy phase. So for me, when I'm talking to someone and they're not sure, I like to tell them, consider a couple things. Consider how much are you home. Consider what's your activity level. Consider how many people do you entertain a lot.
True. Do you have elderly family living with you?
Yes.
Because that's something that we've encountered before.
Yes.
Yeah.
And sometimes, once I have this conversation with somebody, sometimes people will say, maybe I should get an older dog. You know, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
Sometimes that fits your life so much better because you don't have to go through potty training. You don't have to go through adolescence. You don't have to go through leash training. You don't have to go through any of that stuff.
Right. They come in the door.
They're already ready to go.
Right.
Not that a lot of dogs are ready to go, but at the same time, they're older, they're more mature, they don't have that puppy mush brain going on. So if your lifestyle proves to be one that you want an older dog, and you want a dog that's already kind of proven and good and ready to go, that's kind of the way I would recommend doing that.
Right, adopting an adult dog, or even, I have a rescue. I love it when people want to adopt senior dogs.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Not everybody wants that, but there's so many options when you're adding a new furry family member. But if somebody is, I'm going to circle back to puppies. If somebody is looking for a puppy, there are so many breeds. People often pick from emotion and pick because it's cute and they want that fuzzy, adorable puppy, not really thinking about the breed.
Yeah.
So
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
When I got my first Vizsla, not that one, wherever she is.
The one there.
When I got my first Vizsla, her name was Copper. I saw a picture in a magazine. This is pre-training, by the way. I saw a picture in a magazine and I was like, that is the most beautiful dog. I want that dog. I had no idea what that dog was about. I had no idea it was a hunting dog. I had no idea how much exercise it required. I had no idea about this dog. I just knew I wanted that dog. And guess what? This emotional buyer, I got that dog. Wow.
Yeah. And you were in for a shock.
I was completely in for a shock. And I was overwhelmed. I had 2 small children and I added another child. Right? Not this one, but another one just like it. And it was hard and it was frustrating. The first 2 years that she was with us, wow. That's all I can say is wow. So what I've learned through the years, and she turned out fine. She was fine. But what I've learned through the years is that you really need to think about your lifestyle. I had 2 small children. I was working a full-time job. My husband was working a full-time job. The dog was in a crate during the day, and then she would come out and she'd be the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is wrong with this dog?
And she was a puppy.
And she was a puppy. Yeah, she was a puppy. So I didn't know anything. So be very cautious and be very conscientious to your own life and what fits best. You know, now with this one, I was a trainer. My husband is a hunter. So we wanted a hunting dog. And with the first one, we knew, okay, we have a hunting dog, right? So we knew how to take it forward from there. But with this one, we knew exactly what we were getting. We knew exactly what to do. We knew how much exercise she needed. We knew how much time she could stand in a crate. We knew all of that stuff. So this one was much easier for us. So I implore people to really think about their lives and what fits.
Right. and don't make a decision based on the cute factor.
Yes.
So many people are looking for that adorable puppy or whatever catches your eye, and they don't even do the research about that specific breed.
I did that.
Right, and you're not alone, right? But now, so that was years ago, right?
Correct. Oh, that
now
was 20
we know
years ago.
more about doggy daycare, training. There's so many opportunities, regardless of where you live. If you're close to us, of course, we always want you to consider Playful Pups Retreat, but
or full potential dog training.
Full potential dog training, depending on what you're looking for. So there are a lot of options for, if you want that high energy breed, how to give them what they need so that they thrive.
Right.
But
and one of the things that I talk to a lot of people about is the balance.
Yes.
Right? So structure, balance in their life so that the dog is not missing something. So you talk about enrichment, you talk about doggy daycare, playing with other dogs, you talk about, exercise in the yard, relationship with the owner. There's a lot of things that can create a very balanced dog. And when you're talking about puppies, we're also talking about going through puppyhood, great training, potty training. Then we get into adolescence. And adolescence is a lot. I mean, a lot of dogs that are in shelters right now come out of that adolescent group because people don't know what to do with them. So if we can create some sort of balance early on for the dogs, I think that is going to get you through adolescence so much easier.
Yes.
So much easier.
And socialization.
Oh,
puppies
for sure.
need extra socialization. Whereas if you do adopt, right, if you do adopt a dog that's a little bit older, they're already through that adolescent stage quite often. Now, but you made a really good point. Many people get puppies, and then you hit adolescence and you really are like, oh my God, I can't handle this pup. They're crazy, and they end up in a shelter or they end up being surrendered to a rescue. And then it's that much harder to find the appropriate adopter who will be committed to that dog, right? Because adolescence with human children,
no fun,
or dogs, no fun, not always fun.
No fun.
Right? Not at all. So if somebody is thinking of adopting from a shelter or a rescue and they want an older dog, a teenager, or a dog that's 3, 4, 5 years old, do you have any tips or pointers to help that situation?
Yeah, I actually do. I think when you go into that situation, that meet and greet, right? And I'm going to throw this back to Laurie in a second, but I think when you go into that meet and greet, you need to make sure there's a connection with you. This dog is past adolescence. It's past the mush brain puppy. What you're now looking for is a connection. You're looking for an energy level. You're looking for a dog that's going to approach you and be comfortable. I think, like I said, I'm going to throw this back to Laurie. When you're adopting a dog out of a shelter or a rescue, Laurie works a lot with Pity's Love Peace. I used to foster for Pity's Love Peace for 8 years, but I think I'm going to let her take over this aspect of it. When you're adopting from a rescue, a lot of times they're coming out of foster homes, and you've done a lot of foster care. So can you kind of touch on how somebody should look at that?
Yes. I actually had a foster puppy get adopted today.
Yay,
very
turtle.
excited. My turtle went to a new home. Now, he was a puppy, 5, 6 months old. So he's heading into his adolescent stage. So the adopters are going to handle him differently.
And then they're going to call me.
And they're going to call her for training because he's a little crazy. He's a little cray-cray. But if you're adopting an adult dog, we always recommend the 3-3-3 rule, right? So in 3 days, that puppy is or that adult dog will be a little bit different. They're just settling in. They're just getting to know you. They're learning the rules, the boundaries. They need you to be the leader and teach them everything they need to know about coming into this brand new world. In 3 weeks, they're going to have settled in. They'll be more comfortable. They might start pushing. They might start pushing those boundaries a little bit. And then in 3 months, it's going to be different, right? They're going to have a better relationship with you. Hopefully you have connected with a trainer, going to group classes or a private trainer before that 3-month mark, right? And the dog will really be settling in a little bit more to your home. But making that choice, like I love what you said about if you have an adoptive dog that you're looking at, you want to make sure that your energy meshes with that dog and your lifestyle. Again, it goes back to lifestyle. It doesn't matter if you're getting a puppy or if you're getting an adult dog. You want to make sure that you can meet their needs and that they're going to be a good fit for your life and your family.
Yeah, and keep that balance in mind.
Yes.
Because balance really matters. It all the different quadrants that you're hitting to make sure that dog is getting enrichment, is getting good food, good vet care, good exercise, good enrichment, relationship with you. It really matters.
It really does. And we know this more and more and more. There's more knowledge about dogs, about the way dogs think, the way that they feel. They absolutely have emotion, and they can feel our energy. If we're stressed or anxious, we talk about that a lot. The dogs sense it.
Sure do.
And if the dog gets worked up and jacked up, then we feed off of that. So definitely you want to consider all of those things when you are adding a new furry family member to your home.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Anything else we want to add on today's episode?
No, I think just kind of wrapping up, I would just say, make sure it works for you. Really, before you even go looking for a dog, make sure you think about your lifestyle, your exercise, what you're doing, how much time away from the house. If you're away from the house a lot, you probably don't want to get an Aussie. You know, they need a lot of exercise, like a V-sled. They need a lot of exercise. If you're away, get something that's much more comfortable.
Yeah, more relaxed.
Just kind of chill.
That's where an older dog could be a really good fit.
Absolutely.
Right? And
especially for older people. Sometimes I find, you know, just a quick example, about a month ago, I had a lady call me and she was in her probably early 70s, mid 70s, and she had gotten a puppy. And right off the bat, I was like, okay, here we go. And she couldn't handle the puppy. Couldn't handle it, and she was recommended to me. We set up a time, and the day before I was supposed to go see her, she said, I sent the puppy back to the Humane Society because she couldn't handle it. It wasn't a good choice. And I'm not trying to be mean by saying that. It just wasn't a good choice for her.
Right.
You know, she needed something a little less key.
Yeah.
Just
a little calmer.
A little more chill.
Yeah. And I do think that, and I'm thinking, and we've talked about this recently, right? The holidays are coming. People think you're going to get a dog for their kids and stuff. So now's a good time to kind of have this conversation, but definitely making the right choice based on your age, your lifestyle, what you're looking for, all the things that we talked about today.
With yourself.
Yes. And you got to
Be
consider
honest about it.
consider the financial factor too, right? Dogs are an investment.
Yeah, they are.
And certain breeds require a lot more financial capabilities to provide medical care for them.
Right.
So whether you're interested in a bulldog, a French bulldog, they have a lot of medical problems.
Yeah.
Or if you're looking for a senior, they quite often have medical issues too.
Yeah.
So that's something to take into consideration as well. So we're going to wrap up today's episode of Cocktails and Canine Conversations, and we are going to also be talking very soon about the holidays are coming.
Christmas is coming.
Christmas is coming, whether we like it or not. And if you're thinking about getting a puppy for the holidays, for the family or for a friend or a relative, what you should consider. So watch for that on the next episode of Cocktails and Canine Conversations. And thank you for joining us. And we are signing off.
See ya.